Okay, I want to do a quick video. This video is about emotional hijacking. The last few videos we did a video about emotional addictions as well as stimulus and noise. This kind of ties into both of those videos. Okay. Emotional hijacking, as it pertains to pursuing a goal, because like I said, we're bridging some of this information into self to others, so we're kind of touching on some of the goal setting and goal attaining aspects of the information. As it pertains to pursuing a goal, we first decide what we want. Okay, we mobilize a structure to carry out our intent. Okay, conceptually, attention travels from your available resources, your structure, allocated to a specific venture, to the goal itself, on what we refer to as energetic pathways. This would correspond to roads for a car, blood vessels, acupuncture points, ley lines, etc. In practicality, for all practicality, an energetic pathway could be your field of study, your niche market in a business, or your avenue of expressing your will. Let's say the stock market, the internet, whatever that may be. Energetic pathways are conceptual in nature, but a lot of times we think in pictures. So energetic pathways kind of illustrate the trajectory of your attention. All right, we're making a blueprint in the mind. Okay, attention travels this path. In our model of relationships, similar pathways connect members of relationships. Now we're going to do another video about the model for relationships, because in the material for True Master relationships are very important, and even in attaining your goals, a lot of the goals that we set, they actually affect our relationships with people. So that's important in that vein as well. Okay, on this path you have balance points and stability points. So remember I was saying in the other video, energetic pathways are like streets. You're driving in your car, which would be your structure. You're on an energetic pathway, which facilitates your attention like a street. And at the end of that street is whatever goal that you set. Okay, but the emphasis in this video is on stimulus and noise. So last time we talked about stimulus versus noise. We talked about on that energetic pathway, on that road or whatever you're trying to get to, it's three things that are vying for your attention. That balance point or that short-term goal that you just set, stimulus and noise. Stimulus is something that you must address. You cannot not address it without consequences. We talked about negotiating the energy, as we call it. Noise is something that it doesn't matter whether you address it or not. It doesn't affect your goal one way or another, right? Okay, when we talk about emotional hijacking, we're really talking about being drawn into noise, chasing the energy, as we call it, boxing with the energy, wrestling with the energy, frivolously. It's being taken off course of your goal. In True Master, we talk about the circle and the spiral. The circle is a maintenance cycle. The spiral is either upwards or downward, and it takes you into a whole nother direction. So if you are going to spiral, try to spiral upward into something more productive rather than noise that is unproductive. Noise, it looks like, emotional hijacking is, for example, if you see some people arguing across the street, right? Whether you address it or not won't directly affect you, but participation is more of a choice. You have, a decision to make. Okay. Emotional hijacking is when your attention is broken. And in self to other, we talk about breaking structures. We talk about interruption of energy. We really get a little bit more into the energy aspect of things in that in self to others. Emotional hijacking is when your attention is broken away from your goal by noise, specifically noise. And you are forced to deal with consequences of decisions that you may have no choice in. Okay, so you have to deal with the consequences basically of somebody else's decision. All right. Again, keeping in mind the language of situations, and the fact that you are your whole experience, inclusive of the people you associated with and the things they do, as well as the things that you do, because you have a relationship with them. All right. So when we talk about in True Master Volume 1, we talk about self to self. We talk about you're your whole experience. So even the people who can potentially draw you into dangerous situations are a part of your experience. They're a part of who you are or whatever, and they affect you and they affect the direction that you're actually trying to go. So we just want to kind of give a lot of this context in some of these videos. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is self to others, but I feel like this is stuff that people go through, regular situations that people go through, and it's fairly relatable, and it makes the material in self to self a lot more relatable. Thanks for watching.